Hey guys, welcome back to BarschGaming with your host Chris here. I'm just going to be doing a simple video for you today with an unboxing of a case. So it's not particularly exciting, but it's something that I definitely want to have a look at. Got my hands on it today. We're going to be doing a build with it later on in the week. I might have the video up maybe tomorrow. We'll see what happens. So here we have the Fractal Design Arc Mini. It's a micro ATX compatible tower. So I'm expecting it to be considerably smaller than a mid tower, obviously a full tower. And the build that we're going to be doing in this is basically a revision of the Barsch Micro Maximus, if you've seen the video on that before. So we'll be using the Maximus 5 gene and 3770K, and we're going to be pushing the cooling on this a little bit more than normal. And as you can see, box, and the back of it, not very interesting. So what I'll do is I'll open this off camera and we'll have a better look at it. Alright, so we've got the box out of the way and everything. It came with a manual, as you'd expect, in a plastic little sleeve. Keep it all nice and neat, I guess. And this is the case itself. The case is very minimalistic. It's designed to be sleek and slender and everything, so it looks nice without being in your face and all that kind of stuff. What can I tell you about it? The front is more of a... I'll give you a closer look at this stuff, but the front is actually plastic as far as I know. However, they've made it look like aluminium, like a brushed sort of effect on it, but I'm pretty sure it is plastic, it's not aluminium. You know, I'll get you off the tripod, we'll get a closer look at this, because I can see in the camera there you don't get a very good picture as to what's going on with this. So I'll take you off the tripod, we'll have a better look at it. Okay, so this is just the front of the case. Obviously they got two 5 1/4 inch bays on the front and space here for two 120mm fans, I believe. We'll open this up and have a better look at it as well. So I don't know if you can see the pattern very well on there, but it does, like I said, it has that brushed aluminium look to it, but it's not actually aluminium, so take that into account as well. I'll get you a bit of a closer look now. So just a closer look at the front and up the top here with all the features that come with it. It's got one USB 3. I'll have to check that out. I'll probably need an adapter and everything to run that straight into the motherboard rather than running a cord straight through the back. Two USB 2. You've got your power button here, your reset button over here, a little tiny thing that's hard to press, and then your microphone and headphone jacks there. You can see the Fractal Design logo on the front there. You might be able to see a little bit better pattern with that look that it's got at the front. As you can see back here, plenty of cooling space. This is what I'm pretty excited about, because we're going to be attaching a Corsair H100 to this. So a dual 120mm rad in a sealed loop. And alright, let's open up the side and everything and have a look. So that's the side of the case. I've taken out the thumb screws so we can just take the side off so we can have a look inside. I haven't actually opened it and had a look yet. So there's probably a little box in there with all the screws and all that kind of stuff. If I was going to complain about anything, I don't particularly like the fan grill on the side. That's probably the only thing I'd really complain about the case so far. I'd much prefer to see like a clear side panel, or even just if it was just straight and didn't have that fan grill there, just to tidy it up. But then again, I mean, if you want the cooling option there for your graphics card, it's definitely there. So let's get the side off and have a look in here. So you've got all your connections for the front of the case there, or the top of the case I should say, and it looks like I don't need a USB 3 adapter because it's already got one there for your USB 3 connection, which is good news. I don't like having to get adapters for that kind of thing. And you've got your little box with all the little bits and pieces in there. Nice little box actually. So what can we see? There's plenty of space for the PSU in here, and a nice big hole there. It feels like there's quite a bit of room here for cabling too, which is quite good. That's not too bad for such a small case. Obviously you can put another 120mm fan down the bottom there. I don't usually bother with that kind of stuff, but again, it's up to you. And it does look like it comes with a dust filter as well, which is also good. I'll have a look at getting that out later on. Oh, there we go. So yeah, it comes with a dust filter there for your PSU and the 120mm fan that you might put there. Plenty of space for your hard drives and SSDs and everything. It also does come with a removable cage in the middle here, just in case you've got a massive graphics card that's going to run into that. I think most graphics cards should be pretty good with that though, but you might want to take it out just for airflow as well. Then obviously you got your two 5¼ inch bays up there. I'll give you a bit of a closer look as well, because you can't really see the top of it from here, so give me a sec. Alright, so I've just got it on a bit of an angle so you can see the top up there. And what it looks like it comes with is a 140mm fan up the top. And one thing I have noticed as well is that it comes with proper braided cables for the 3-pin connections that come with the case. So that's always nice as well. I like that kind of touch, rather than having these sort of ugly exposed cables. Much prefer to see them braided. So as you can see, there's quite a bit of room for cable management here. They've even got cable ties, or things for your cable ties back over here, rather than just all having them on the side here. And a nice big cutout for your CPU as well, which is always good to see. So let's get the other side off and have a closer look at that. So this is the back of the case, or the other side panel that I've got off at the moment. As you can see, the front fan that comes with it also comes with a braided cable. And these are quite neat as well. Not braided, but still, at least they're coated. So it does leave quite a bit of space for cable management on the back here. I've noticed, I actually measured, there's 15mm of room between like the motherboard tray and the actual side panel there. So it definitely leaves quite a few options for cable management, which is good to see in such a small case as well. So I might take you to the back of the case so we can see the rear I/O and all that kind of stuff. So this is the back of the case. Obviously you got your cutout for your rear I/O. It's got a couple of water cooling grommets there. 4 expansion slots here, because don't forget this is for a micro ATX board, which is all they come with. And there's also another one here. If you're wondering what that is, this is for, some motherboards come with like a rear I/O shield with a couple of extra USB 3 slots or anything, like my MSI X79A GD65 came with. So this is just so you don't have to take up one of these expansion slots. You can actually just run it to the back here so it doesn't get in the way, which I think is a good idea. It's something I would have liked to have seen on my NZXT Phantom, but never mind. So yeah, that's the case in a nutshell. We'll be doing a build on this so you can see this all in action later on. Actually, one more thing, I think you can take the top off. We'll have a look at that as well. Alright, so you just remove 2 thumb screws from the top here, as you probably could have seen anyway. And then you can just slide it off. It comes off quite nicely. So that's the top of it there. At the top of it, the bit that I just removed, that's plastic, as well as the front is plastic as well, and the rest of it's steel. Despite having the plastic front and top, it's a very solid design. You can feel that when you pick it up. It feels quite nice and rigid, very, very strong. Just like you'd expect from anything from Fractal Design. They tend to do quite good when it comes to that kind of thing. So yeah, plenty of opportunities here for water cooling, obviously, using a dual 120 or a 140mm rad up the top here. Shouldn't be a problem at all, even though it's only a micro ATX case. So that's always good to see, because that's what we're going to be doing. I'll get back in my seat and we'll talk about it. So I can't tell you a whole lot about it yet because I haven't actually built a system in it yet. I'll be talking about that more later on in a video that I do with the revision of the Barsch Micro Maximus in this thing. But first impressions, I think this is it shows a lot of promise for a lot of different variations that you might want to take and put into this case. Just taking into account that it is micro ATX and probably fits mini ITX as well, but I haven't really looked into that. So you won't be able to fit any standard ATX boards in here. You can still fit a full-size PSU in here. Still got plenty of room for your hard drives and SSDs, and 2 optical drive bays, whether you want to put a fan controller or something like that in there. So yeah, it offers a hell of a lot for a small case, and I'm pretty excited about doing this build. It's nice and rigid and everything, and it's got so many airflow options as well, which is pretty exciting. So yeah, my conclusion on it is it's a good product so far. I'll do the build on it, I'll tell you a little bit more, so we can get a better idea as to how good this thing is. And yeah, thanks for watching. Hopefully it was interesting enough. I know cases aren't a really exciting thing to watch, but I thought I'd do it anyway. And yeah, see you later.